Hey guys, Jason. I'm out here surviving. I was talking to some friends of mine and they were telling me about how they watch the channel and they like the cooking stuff, and they were like, hey, why don't you do stuff about your yard? I'm like, what? They said dads like working in the yard. They like their lawn to look, decent. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have a lawn. My house has a yard. I mean, to me, the difference between a lawn and a yard is a lawn has grass. A yard has mainly weeds. So I guess that's something I'm going to do this summer is I'm going to try and turn my lawn or turn my yard into a lawn. So here's what the plan is. And I'll get this switched around where you guys can see the yard. Okay, there's my yard. And as you can see, it looks terrible. There's mainly just all weeds in it. I don't know what these little flowers are. I mean, they're some kind of weed, I guess. But they're all over. They're taking over the yard. A gopher has been going nuts in the yard. And I've got 2 corgis. And those corgis have like dug up and killed 3 or 4 gophers, but they just keep coming up. But anyway, that's what the lawn or yard looks like. So today what my plan is I'm going to get the mower and I'm going to cut the yard. And then after I do that, I'm going to dethatch it. I'm new to all this stuff because I don't do all this stuff normally. So, and my hat's all messed up. Y'all still haven't figured out where I can get me a new hat. So, I'm going to mow the yard, dang it. I'm turning my yard into a lawn. I'm going to mow the yard and then I'm going to run the dethatcher on it. Okay, so that's my, what do you want to call it? My whip. But I've just got that little John Deere mower. And then over here, I've got a dethatcher. It's laying up on its side. So I'm going to use that in just a minute. There goes a lizard. After I mow the yard down. Okay, I got the grass mowed and knocked down. Hopefully you can see it over there. Now I'm going to go get the dethatcher. I'm going to run it over this and we'll see what we can pick up. All right, some of you are going to be asking, why the hell are you using a dethatcher or what's that for? Okay, see this down below the grass right here? This is old grass that's been cut up and it has gotten down underneath the weeds and the grass and stuff. Okay, what a dethatcher is going to do is basically rake up and pull all that stuff out of the yard, and it'll get any moss that might be down there, and it's going to rip it all up out of the yard and put it on top to where I can either bag it or blow it or rake it up and get it off the yard. That way, when I put grass down or any chemicals, it'll soak into the roots and it'll get to your lawn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dethatch it. I'll probably have to do it twice because I don't think this yard's ever been done that way. I've lived here for like 12 years and I've never done it. I don't think the previous owner did it either, so I'm probably going to have to go over it twice. I wish I had a blower so I could blow the grass and everything out of the way instead of having to rake it up, or maybe I could blow it with the mower or something. So that's what I'm going to be doing next, putting the dethatcher on and doing all that. And then also while you're doing it, you can't forget your dad beverages while you're doing that. And no, Yingling's not a sponsor, but one day maybe they might want to sponsor dads. You never know. Okay, that's all you do. You put the dethatcher on the back of your mower and it's in the up position, and then we're gonna go over the yard. All right, I'll just focus in this like area here with the mower for now so y'all guys can see what it's doing when it's going over it. Oh, get out of here, little guy. I don't want to hit you with the tine. Shoo. Yep, go into the deck. It's nice and cool under there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Little frog there. Don't want him to get run over. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is freaking awesome how good this is doing. Anyway, I'm having fun with this. I'm going to continue. Okay, now I think I'm going to need to go to the store after I get all this raked up and get some weed and feed. And no, not, smoke some weed and, then I need to feed. I'm talking about kill the weed stuff and then feed the grass. And then after all that stuff gets killed, I guess then later is when I'll plant grass. Okay, I've maybe done a third of my yard. So I've still got from like this side of the windmill all the way down to the road, and then way back there past that junction box and pole and all that. So one time over a third of the front yard, and I've got a wheelbarrow full of dethatch. So I'm going to work on doing the rest of it. Right about in here is where I stopped dethatching this part of the yard. I'm going to say more like half of it. So the other half that's left, I'm going to split it up into two halves. So it'll be like half and then a quarter of the yard and a quarter. From about right here all the way down to the road, I'll hit this area, then I'll come over here and I'll hit that area. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take the 2 blocks off of the dethatcher and I'm going to put a couple lighter blocks on it so it doesn't go as deep. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction of what I dethatched the first time and see if we can get, whatever little stuff might be left over. I got it all done. The camera got hot, so it shut down. So everything's been dethatched. This side I did with the smaller blocks, the lighter ones, and it actually did just as good a job. I know one thing about it. I don't know if you guys can see it over there. Let me move you over there. Where my driveway is, there's a lot of gravel that's come over into the yard, and it's actually raked all that up, so I'm going to be able to get a rake and pull that into the driveway. So I'm going to go over all this, and I'm going to just run it with the mower on. A lot of people have suggested just going over it with the mower because it'll suck it up and blow it out. And then I think I'm going to dethatch it one more time with no blocks on it, just the weight of the device itself. And then the next video you see will most likely be me putting some grass seed down on top of this. I'm probably going with Bermuda. I'm down in the south, and this yard has no shade whatsoever during the day. So I think Bermuda is going to be the best one to put on here. I got everything thatched. The camera got hot again, so you missed out on the last part of it. I ended up with a couple of wheelbarrows full of this thatch. Now, on the next video, you're going to see me, I think I'm going to spread some seed. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me the whole time on this new stuff that I'm trying. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. And if you've got any ideas or tips on what I can do to make this look better and get the weeds out and have grass grow in, make sure you comment below and let me know. I'm open to anything. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video.